today I'm reviewing the Herbivore Emerald Cannabis Sativa Moisture Oil. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So, the Herbivore brand is the latest to jump on the cannabis train, which seems like it's taking over Sephora and all products almost really recently. So, this week I've got the Emerald Oil, and stay tuned because I've got a few more cannabis-related reviews. So definitely check those out as well. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on the Emerald Oil based on the Saris Score scale. So my first criteria is packaging. And overall, they've done a decent job packaging this. However, definitely don't keep this on a countertop where it can be in light of sun or any light, really. It's just better for antioxidants to be kept in a cabinet or even like a refrigerator, which is, now they're selling like little mini like refrigerators for like $400 that you can keep your cosmetics in. I saw this on a few websites. I thought it was interesting. So, or you could just use your regular fridge, which costs about a little bit more, not too much more. So that's a good place to keep it, or just in a cabinet. So otherwise the packaging is just fine, simple, Herbivore style. So my second criteria is alcohol, and this is not containing denatured alcohols. My third criteria is fragrance, and so on this ingredient list, you won't see the word fragrance at all. Instead of using the word fragrance, they used the term proprietary blend of natural, pure, essential oils and absolutes, which is kind of a code word for fragrance. Fragrance is kind of a trade secret, so companies never have to reveal what they're using for fragrance, which is why some people have a lot of sensitivity to them, or might have an issue with one product with fragrance and not have issues with other products with fragrance, because it can be any combination of hundreds of different ingredients. So there is becoming a huge lobby now for changing that and making companies disclose certain fragrance ingredients, the ones that are the most likely to cause irritation, dermatitis, but that hasn't happened yet in the U.S. So anyway, so there is fragrance in here. It's very light. It dissipates almost immediately. Although I would have rather Herbivore just put what essential oils they're including in there for the fragrance. So it has like a slight citrusy scent, but it dissipates almost immediately. So unless you have very, very sensitive skin, you probably won't have any issues with it. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in the U.S., so I have no issues with that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and obviously it's an oil. You can use it in place of a normal oil or towards the end of your skincare routine. It's very easy to use, and you can mix it with a lot of different products. I've been mixing this with vitamin C serum I use, and one thing Herbivore suggests is mixing it with their Prism serum, which is their Prism exfoliation serum. It's got a lot of fruit acids in there, and I reviewed it, so you can definitely check out my review of it. But it mixes well with a lot of different products, so I really like using it with my vitamin C serum. My vitamin C serum I've been using lately is the Dermadoctor High Potency Evening Oil with 20% vitamin C. So if you're newer to vitamin C, you can use it to kind of dilute it a little bit, so you're getting a little bit less of a percentage, or you can use it on its own. So definitely use this towards the end of your routine, because you don't want to use it too early, because it'll block the absorption of other lighter products that you use, liquidy products. But as you can see in my hand, it absorbs pretty darn quickly, so it's nice. I used this a couple mornings with makeup, and I didn't have any issues with it, but you got to let it absorb before you apply foundation, about 10 minutes. And mostly I've just been using it in the evening towards the very end of my routine. So very easy to use. You can mix it with different things. So very versatile product. Yeah, so on to my sixth criteria, which is antioxidants. And it's got a good amount of antioxidants. Cannabis seed oil, obviously. And this is not the kind of cannabis seed oil that has any effect, but they do make, I was reading a little pamphlet they included in here, they do make a version of this plus CBD, which has some of the actual effects of calming your senses, helping with pain and things like that. So, but this version does not include that. I think you probably have to go to Herbivore's website. Anyway, Also contains sunflower seed oil, metafoam seed oil, vitamin E, borage oil, algae, turmeric. So there's really no oil that's better than the next, but a good blend of them, you get a little bit of the benefits from all of it. So cannabis seed oil can be very helpful to the skin, adds moisture, can help with acne and things like that. So it's going to be a very good beneficial ingredient that we're going to see more of, I think. This is just the beginning, I think. But they also included a couple of ingredients, one that really doesn't have a lot of research on it, which is Willanthia somnifera, or ashwagandha, which is a plant that's grown in India, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. And there's really not a lot of research on it at all. So I kind of am curious why they chose to include an ingredient which doesn't have a lot of science-backed research about it, proving that it's beneficial, instead of including something that they know is beneficial. They could have included anything else. Yeah, so there's really not a lot of research on it. It's been used in anti-aging products, but and they think that if you take that extract orally, it can help with anti-inflammation and things like that. So anyway, so it's kind of that, and that's up there on the ingredient list. So I wish they would have included something that has a little bit more science-backed research on it, but maybe they know something I don't know. It's always possible. I guess I have to assume. So anyway, but it does contain a lot of other beneficial antioxidants, so that's a good thing. My 7th criteria is animal testing, and this is cruelty-free, and it is vegan. My 8th criteria is performance, and this does a really nice job hydrating the skin. As you can see now, it's fully absorbed onto my hand. So it does a nice job hydrating the skin. If you have acne-prone skin, I think you might like this oil. You probably shy away from a lot of oils, acne-prone or oily skin. But this has only one real acneogenic ingredient, that's squalane, and that's low on the acneogenic rating. This is nice to use in the morning before foundation, especially in the Minnesota winter where your skin gets very dry. So I usually in the summer will never put an oil on in the morning, but this winter I've been including this in my routine in the morning on days when I feel drier than others. So it does a nice job leaving skin feeling hydrated. And the other thing I like about this is it plays well with other products and ingredients. So if you use other serums or moisturizers or treatments on your skin, I never had any problems with this causing other things to pill. So I really like that because some things definitely can cause other things to pill off, and then it's a major pain, especially if it's in the morning. Then you got to start all over again sometimes. So, and I really like using this at night because in the morning, by the time I go to rinse my face off, my skin feels nice and hydrated. So it prevents a lot of moisture loss during the evening. So I really like that. My 9th criteria is price, and that's a little bit of the downer. This is the full size, which is 1 ounce, and it sells for $48. But always check online because there's always coupons out and about there. Once in a while, the Herbivore brand will be on Gilt City, and that's GILT.com or GILTcity.com, where you can get a voucher for like $100 for $50. So that's always a good way to purchase Herbivore products. But it is a little pricey. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor. And, you know, had they included a proven ingredient in place of that ashwagandha extract, I probably would have liked it a little bit more. Another issue I have is the fact that there's not a ton of official research on cannabis and its benefits for the skin, although a lot of the research out there is kind of anecdotal. There's not a ton of proven research. And my third issue with it is the fact that they did include fragrance. Despite the fact that it dissipates immediately, the product would be better for everyone if it didn't include it, especially those with very sensitive skin. So I did have a few issues with it, but overall there's more good than bad with this product. So I gave this on the Sarah score scale a 7 out of 10, which is pretty good. And definitely check out my review of the Prism oil if you haven't tried that. It's kind of an interesting concept as well. So anyway, so those are my thoughts on it. I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try the Emerald oil, and if you have, what your thoughts are, or if you've tried any of the other cannabis-themed skincare products out there. What have you tried, and how have you liked it? So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.